Certainly all of us have had American heroes that wanted to change the nation, but none as Martin Luther King Jr. I myself consider the Civil Rights Act movement and the Civil Rights Act, the vote of 1964 and 1965, some of the most important events in American history. Certainly all of us have had heroes, but this extraordinary man once had a dream. Recognizing him as an American hero will be my first point. The next point will to acknowledge his great accomplishments while he was alive. Finally, I will recognize his wonderful legacy in him becoming an American hero. Martin Luther King Jr. was considered one of American heroes that had a major impact on our future. He was a nonviolent rights activist who fought to end segregating and poverty of minorities. Not only did he fight for our future throughout our nation, but he also accomplished many of his goals. When he was alive, he had a dream. He wanted everyone to understand that all men were created equal. In 1963, he led a march to the nation's capital where he delivered "I Have a Dream" speech. This protested caused the passing of the Civil Rights Act in 1964 and an obedient provision Voting Rights Act of 1965. Not only did he accomplish his dreams, but he left behind a great legacy that has inspired our nation. When he was assassinated, he left a great legacy for us to remember. He is now considered one of the most influential figures that fought for Civil Rights Act in our nation, recognizing that all men were created equal. His involvement in nonviolent protesting throughout our nation has proven that we can protest peacefully and be successful as he once done. There is a federal holiday that pays a tribute to Martin Luther King Jr., making him to become an American legend. I hope you have truly seen what a unique and peaceful individual Martin Luther King Jr. was. I'm sure the nation has had many heroes, but none compared to Martin Luther King Jr. He was an American legend, a nonviolent rights activist, and truly believed that all men were created equal. The impact that this man had upon the nation who knew him undeniably proven when they announced his death by the result of assassination caused the nation's defeat. But in return, he left a great legacy for the nation to reflect on. A quote from the King himself: "We must accept infinite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." If you would like to read more about Martin Luther King Jr. or his quotes, you can go to Martin Luther King Jr. BrainyQuotes.com, or you can go to Martin Luther King Jr. 2013, the Biography Channel website, which is www.biographychannel.com, people Martin Luther King Jr. 936086, or you can go to www.libraryisu.edu, human MLK SRS 216 Brown M. I'd like to say, ending my speech, that this was a very extraordinary man. Without him, our nation wouldn't be where it is today. Thank you, Martin Luther King. You're a great man. I hope you enjoyed my speech. Have a good night.